Right, let's see what's happening in this town, eh? Are they bad men's? Looks like they're bad men's.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
In a bind?
Oh well.
Smash you!
Far enough!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! It's almost strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
By the power of water!
Not today! Lunarondo!
Now!
Kia!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that!
Reflect on our sin. They smite with
Lightning
blackened blade!
raging campaign! Do it!
Take! Blow them away!
Wow.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Oh, Douglas a fool.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
Burning! Water! Oh, violent parting wind!
Now, I suspect.
Carve now! These ones can run...
Really?
Rings around us! Malevolent! You get the gist! Freeze Lancer!
Win!
No?
Here goes!
Goggle! Sonic Spear! Damn it!
Nope. Okay.
Stoop back! Stand back!
Mine.
I'll trip it up. Vacuum Blade! Eat dirt! Vacuum Blade!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Illuminate the
No.
Stardust! Come not in your dreams! Now!
Vacuum
In a
Blade!
bind?
Aquia Surge!
It's on!
Radiant Pierce!
Vacuum
Now!
Blade!
On Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Begin!
Water
Take this!
Radiant Pierce!
Dance!
Did those doggos have a weakness? Oh, they're weak to light. Okay, that doesn't help.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Oh. Don't have to fight that, but...
Hello mate, waving hand, nice streaming. You stream pretty cool, that's why I followed you. I will like to be a fan of yours if you don't mind. Kindly, eh?
Let's see what that says. I suspect it's going to say add me on Discord and buy my trash. Yeah, no. No, I'm not adding anyone on Discord. If they're real humans, they can add my Discord.
Time to cross blades! Demon land! You picked the wrong
So far it's been 100% add me on Discord equals buy my AI generated art.
You can't get out of this!
A chain between heaven and earth.
That's going to make this still the North Road.
I owe you one. This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you! On the wind! Vacuum blade! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here's evil! Here goes! Not on my watch!
Rending you vacuum blade!
Purge malevolence! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dazzle! I can carve through all! Face you!
Here I go! And again!
Back this time!
Here goes!
There! Burn!
Forward that onward!
Double demon bang!
Photon! Purge malevolence!
There!
Freeze lantern! Dance in the wind! Denied!
I'm in your blade!
Lunar corruption! Back into the fray!
Double demon bang!
Lunar corruption!
There!
A wailing
Vacuum
Byzantine
blade!
lightning! Searing flame! Back into the fray! Annihilating dance in the wind!
You're mine! I can carve through armor! Lunar Rondo! It's on! Eat dirt!
Bathed in blood.
Do it!
Rending you!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
Get lost!
You're mine! Bring him down! There!
Water! Eat
Captivity!
Where are you going? If you won't bow out Glacier, then you leave me no choice! I can handle
my lord!
far enough! Downfall! Water,
No further!
hear my call!
Strike!
Cyclone! Rising!
Vacuum blade!
Take!
Blow them away!
Oh, violent darting wind!
The flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Captivity! Elusive demon! Not today! Vacuum blade! Here I come! Down!
Take this!
Armor won't save you! There!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! That's humbling to me! It's over! Dance on the wind! In a bind? We're not finished! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
By the power
Now!
of flame!
Lunar Rondo! Eagle ray!
Can
you take it? Here I come!
Between heaven and earth!
Eagle ray! Double demon
A
bang!
wailing Byzantine lightning! Water!
Nothing gets mission!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Shortcake recipe. Now a smarter person would check that they can leave here. Yes, I can.
Chapter 8 viewers on xpay10.top/LG8.
Have to get rid of the word viewers, I think. Bitch, why is there so many bots?
I won't show you any mercy!
Now you'll learn!
I'll grind you
Not
into
in your
dust!
dreams!
You're mine! There!
By the power of water!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! Resonate with the
I'm
earth!
only getting here!
Not today!
This
There!
the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Where that came from!
I can feel my power growing!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Go no further!
Take
Hear
it!
me! Flame of fury! Got it! Changing up the plan! All disasters made one! Come forth!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Vacuum blade! Burn in hell! A wall of shield from calamity!
Here, let me help!
Ready and raring!
First aid!
My armor won't save you!
Fall into
Luna
thy own
Rondo!
depths!
Can you take it?
Into the
You
tree!
require a hand. Can't get out of this!
Rising Falcon! Vacuum
Charge like
blade!
that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it!
Eat dirt!
Reflect on thy
There!
They smite with blackened flame!
Blade!
This one's mine!
There!
Glacial
Here I come!
Spear! Pierce evil!
Vacuum
Let me
blade!
help! Raging storm! First aid!
Try harder! On no chance!
All disasters made one! Come forth! Look at
Vacuum blade!
Take this!
Into the shadows!
Go time! I'll smash you!
The flames
Leave the charges to me!
More for the shadows!
You picked the wrong fight!
Radiant! More where that
Double
came
demon
from!
bang!
Here goes! Dance in the wind! Here I go!
There!
Air thrust! It's over!
Vacuum blade!
Reload!
There!
Water! Hear my call!
Shine!
Radiant
There!
light! Great regeneration!
Pierce in the wind!
Another incantation ruined!
Allow
me to time to let it rip!
A wailing fury of lightning!
You require a hand.
There!
No further!
Breeze Lancer! In here!
Vacuum blade!
I'll be saving this
There!
Activity!
Here I go!
Vacuum blade!
All disasters made
There!
one!
Negrupta!
Ready
Ready and
and
raring!
fury!
I can carve the...
This one's all mine! On your Eat dirt!
Annihilation! Where are you going?
Vacuum blade! In an instant! Impact clock!
Right, cast the dog in the way.
I'm pretty lucky.
Coming through!
Here I come!
Here
Vacuum
we go!
blade!
Dance in the
Change of strategy.
In here!
Vacuum blade!
I'll be saving! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf! Far enough!
Take this!
Fall into the
Demon bang!
A whirling
Here I
circle.
come!
Magic is annihilation!
Begin! You require a hand.
Double demon
Can't
bang!
get out of this!
Vacuum blade!
Astral energy!
Ignite! Vacuum blade!
Waterfall! Breeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Photon flash!
Tempest!
Vacuum blade!
Annihilation!
There!
Tempest! Catapult!
Wind astral
Double
energy!
demon bang!
Catapult! Here! The flames will roar! Power of flame! Burning
Take it!
Raging cascade! Where are you going?
Double demon
Now!
bang! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
Lightning orb! By the
Vacuum
power
blade!
of water!
Radiating fire driver!
There! Here I come!
Elusive deity!
Lightning orb!
Raging fire
Double
driver!
demon
Do it!
bang! Lunar Rondo!
Raging cascade!
There!
Sweet far enough! Annihilation!
Vacuum!
Resonate with the earth!
Annihilation! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Pretty sure I can't afford anything like that. Nope.
Little help!
Rising! Not today! You're mine!
Into the shadows! Not on my watch!
Bombardment! Smash you!
By the power of
That
flame!
may prove a thorn in our side.
Lightning orb! More where that came from!
Benediction.
Vacuum blade!
Sleep now!
There!
I'll be saving this one!
Take this! No escape! It's over!
Being interrupted.
Anyone have holy strikes? No. Does she? No.
Magic is at here!
Demon Fang!
Not on my watch!
Damn it! Support! Next!
Let the marksman handle this!
Take this!
By the power of that flame!
Vacuum blade!
That'll bring you down! Ghost to purge! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
The flames will roar corruption!
chance!
Burning strike!
Vacuum blade!
Mega ray! Freeze blade!
Ignite!
Take this!
Now you see what I can do!
Do it, Hikara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
It's just money.
Hi, Noodle!
Here I come!
Denied!
See one, eh?
Healing circle!
I'm grateful.
I'm not done!
Mega ray!
Take down their defenses!
I'll be
No
saving
further!
this one!
Vacuum blade!
Change of
Here I
strategy.
come!
Duly noted.
Surface! I can do this all day!
Vacuum blades! Eat this!
Now!
There!
Another incantation ruined.
There!
Thanks. Can you take it?
Vacuum blade!
A wall to shield from calamity.
Healing!
Out of the way!
Now through! Sleep primed! Ready! More for the stockpile! Where are you going?
I can carve through armor! Weapon flash!
Now
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Now!
Illuminate
Resonate
the
with the
dark!
earth.
Holy glimmer!
There!
Mega ray!
Stalagmite!
Vacuum blade! This one's all You pick
Nothing you can't get out of this!
There!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Come on, or for something. Oh,
Would have been
great.
trash.
Raging cat!
Yeah.
Annihilate the wind! Mega ray! Air thrust!
Demon Fang!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Destruction!
Mega ray!
Crush!
A whirling
Demon
trouble!
Fang!
Winds of
Do it! Your armor is all mine!
Tempest engulfs you!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
That's handy.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That
Hello,
vision.
gorgeous.
Did everyone else see it
Suffering from the
too?
lumps.
That person Alphen was speaking to.
Oh.
She looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Naori
It's
Imaris.
inconsiderate.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Oh, that's a boss fight.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Cool.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What?
Oh, tormented limbs. Got the peach shells. Oh, okay, I can't afford to use those yet.
I've never known Faria to control Zoogles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogles, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point! Celestial
Demon Fang!
I never miss! Tunnels!
Vacuum Blade!
Fall into
There it
the
is!
ocean!
Try harder!
Action!
Not a chance!
Concentration!
By the power of water! Vacuum Blade!
Here's a raging
There!
cascade!
Heal!
Being interrupted.
You take this! I'll smash you! Double team vacuum blade!
Do you require a hand?
Now,
Take
while it's
this.
reeling!
Take it down! More with that!
Vacuum blade!
Illuminate the dark! Blah, blah, blah! Radiant! Holy land!
I'll stop with the charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Be still!
Now!
Captivity! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Here I go!
Lunar
Ready!
Rondo!
Watch and sweep!
On your knees.
There! Astral energy!
Eat dirt!
Illuminate the dark!
Double demon blade!
Holy land! It's about to strike! I never miss!
Look sharp, everyone!
In a bind?
Be
Right,
still!
my astral energy! Lightning contagion! Here! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Here! Holy land! I'll heal you all! Between heaven and earth! Healing! Healing! Beauty of lightning! Sleep now!
Resonate with the earth.
I owe you one.
Here!
This time! Burn it hell!
I'm only
There!
getting lightning contagion!
I'll face you.
I'm out of ammo! I'm between heaven
Take
and earth!
this. No
A
further.
wailing
Vacuum
beauty of
blade!
lightning! Leave the target to me! Here!
Begin. I'll make rock shattering pieces you.
Attack time! Too much to
I'll
handle!
smash you.
More with that! Radiant, here!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Radiant, here!
Feel my
Out
lyrics.
This is
of ammo!
looking good. We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Thank you! Healing circle, primed and ready! Here I go!
What in the world? In a bind? I'm all right.
Here, power
Still standing.
Burn in hell!
Lightning condemns mine!
Here I come!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is in! Holy land! Chain between heaven and earth! Here!
Vacuum
A
blade!
wailing beauty of light! Sleep now!
Here comes the big one! No escape!
Resonate with the earth.
Radiant, here!
On your knees.
Will this help?
The flame inside me, yours!
Lightning orb!
Burn in hell!
I'm ready. Rinwell. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
That wasn't a big problem, actually.
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning!
That's rude.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. all I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Oh dear. Didn't look like you enjoyed that.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Oops.
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want Oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go...
Oops.
That vision we saw, it was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
Well, I mean,
You think
getting
that's what it
connection
was?
from our ancestors,
Some kind of
they'll be
message
dead.
someone left
so
here for us?
ghosts aren't exactly
I am
a
merely
big step out of
entertaining the
question.
possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Really? Everything costs more than 1,000 now?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Oh, I wasn't wanting to fight that.
Like this should be easy.
Arc field! Radiant activated!
Vacuum blade!
Change of strategy. Duly noted.
I think I'll pass on the handshake.
I'm not done!
Healing
I'll
circle!
face the vacuum blade!
Here I go!
Grand
I'm
Dare.
getting back into the
march
flow!
on.
Into
Here I
dodge!
go.
Let me help!
Vacuum
Cutting!
blade!
A new lease on life!
Take this!
From calamity.
I'll smash you!
Thunder
That's
blade!
it.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Back to time! Easter!
Radiant here!
There!
Nothing gets by me! I'm on field lightning! Where are you going? In here!
I'll prepare to be seized! I'm not done!
There! Got cut! More with here! From
There!
Chinese supernova!
Vacuum
Moving
blade.
in radiant here!
This one's all mine! Not today!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Radiant here! Holy land! Damn it! Out of energy!
Now you see what I can do. You require a hand.
Here!
You're
Lightning
finished!
orb!
Take this!
Lightning condemned! Let me help!
Double demon fang!
Not on my watch!
Can't get out of this.
First aid! Photon!
Double
lightning
demon fang!
condemned! Radiant here!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Now!
Reload!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Go no further!
To me.
Do not! We're changing tack? Roger that.
Burn!
Thunder field!
Here I come!
Light
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Vacuum blade! There! I'll smash you! Vacuum blade!
Primed and ready.
Where are you going?
Allow me to help.
There! Vacuum
I hear
blade!
you all!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! Healing circle!
Take this.
Lightning condemned!
It's on!
Thunder blade!
Burn!
Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
Radiant
Prepare to be
here!
seized! Vacuum
Chain between
blade!
heaven and earth!
There!
No further.
A wailing dance ready!
Vacuum blade!
Back into the fray!
There!
Not on my watch!
Vacuum blade!
Radiant here! Illuminate the
Demon
dark!
fang!
Come forth! Holy glimmer!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. Resonate with the
And
earth.
again!
Stalagmite.
Here's another! Take that!
This one's all
Lightning
mine!
condemned!
There!
Air pressure!
Ignite!
Go! It's over!
Take
Not
this!
on my here! Holy land!
Not a chance!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Little help!
I can carve through. Now or never.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
Vacuum blade!
I'm alright. I'm going to play a little bit of this before I go out for breakfast. McDonald's, since it's Movember Monday. And I fancy it. So I don't know quite how long I'll be playing. Probably maybe another hour if that.
Double demon fang.
I got to the point where the game was like, are you sure you want to continue and not go back and do things? I was like, I guess I'll go back and check on things. With slightly better weapons.
Not a
Here
chance.
goes. Look more where that came from.
Double demon fang. Damn it, man.
With heaven and earth.
I'm ready. Back to the blade.
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action.
Illuminate the dark. Come forward. Holy lit.
Don't get complacent.
There really should be a fast travel point here.
I ran into a pretty bad take. Someone tried to tell me that technically all video game leads are Gary Stas, and I'm like, not really.
Might very well learn the truth behind
Hang
Shion's
on, let
thorns,
me open that.
as well as my own past.
Our phone. It's been stupid. All leads are Gary Stews. Not really. All they could list were games were meant to be power fantasies like Persona or Rune Factory. Ah, I enjoyed Rune Factory
I
actually.
have to be ready to face anything. I just need a little time.
See if I can afford to make any other weapons.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Megafauna bone. What are they? Big bad.
Funny thing is when I brought up games like Final Fantasy X, Tales of the Abyss, or Final Fantasy IV, as counters they are like, oh well IV.
Well, not playing them doesn't mean... Yeah, you can't say everything if you haven't played everything. Right, so he's not going to be able to get that. Mystical Doonclaw. I'm going to see if I can actually grind out these enemies a little bit to get the... words to get the better weapons or not, because if I can't, then it's fine. Right, we can't, so...
Bring up the stuff with the Daybreak lead. You know Kamen Rider Demon God guy, who somehow knows every big shot yet still is somehow small.
Kamen Rider Demon God guy. Daybreak lead, yeah, I don't know that. Somehow knows every big shot yet is still at small tempo. Ah, right, from the game you were talking about the other day. Like, oh, that's not a Gary Stu, that's just bad writing. Gary Stew is bad writing. That isn't even refuting my point. Silly. Right, time to make progress.
Soon, we have to be ready to face anything. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
I probably should have got some food though. Oh well.
I think many people also don't understand that Mary Sue's and Gary's Tuscan have flaws. It's how the plot treats those flaws usually, like TR.
Like trying to justify it to an obnoxious degree to a point that's not even a flaw. Yeah, if you're going to give your characters flaws, have them, like, make sense.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
I see you, game.
We should go through that room some more before we move on.
No choice, doing that one first.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden.
Like the stuff I mentioned with the sword girl being stuck up about martial arts. Oh, she is just passionate and inspiring. For shaming Amar.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master course. With all this raw data, There's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Yep. We already knew. We already knew he was one of the few successes. After loads of
They
failures.
re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
I mean, he did call himself the Sovereign, so that shouldn't be a huge shock.
But what
to
about the
everyone.
winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
Sorry, a bit all over the place, but they also tried to say that a unique power-up on its own is comparable to a Mary Sue/Gary Stu.
She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Yeah, I'll read it in a second.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
I don't want to miss an important detail in the
What about the
plot
data records?
and game stuff.
Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, It looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Right. The stuff you mentioned with the sword girl being stuck up about martial arts, she's just passionate and inspiring. For shaming a man for his master giving up on him. It's okay, she's spoiled. Her mum's too busy and cold for her. Please ignore how the mum actively financially supported her dreams and helped aid her education. Unique power up on its own is comparable to a Mary stew / Gary stew. That's just silly.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
He's alive.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
I also think it's weird when I've seen
lots of plot dump.
that act like a fictional character is separate from the writing.
I'm gonna play for maybe another hour, then go out for mac and peas. Hello, hang on, my hair's trapped behind me.
If she would.
Simon noticed because he wanted to win.
Oh no.
I've actually run into multiple people who would say, oh, don't blame the character, blame the writing. Oh, that's just bad writing, not the...
Who do you think I'm criticising when I'm talking about a fictional character? Well, yeah, it's... character's not real. Pardon me. I'm a bit hungry, but I'm not ready to go anywhere yet. That is a good observation, yes, it is.
So much it would suck, it would be like, oh, I'm feeling a bit peckish. Alright, everyone, get like the bows out. We're going to wander around the forest for 4 hours. Hope you find something.
It's why many JRPG conversations are so weird for me.
Oh, my breathing's on a wonk, Kieran.
Consider just not. Just tell your breathing it's not allowed to do that. That's illegal.
Yeah. And like this point here, they've got loads of plot dump, which you have to just slowly read yourself.
The old terminals entries thing. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could choose to not read it, but like, then you wouldn't necessarily know what's going on.
Yeah.
Mr. Feathers Sephiroth is also a artificially created sovereign. But we don't really know anything else about that yet.
I'm calling it now. He's like the evil part of the main character.
Probably.
Like when he went on a killing spree, I think at some point he must have split into like a good and a dark version.
Oh, my friend and I were looking through Daybreak again, since he's still playing through it, and we ran into another thing, despite how shady.
Despite how shady they try to say his job is, and he's trying to claim it's under the table, he can get jobs from the superhero guild, who isn't supposed to like him but do. Yeah, that's weird.
I like to call him an action figure with all the crazy shit attached to him.
I suppose he basically is an action figure. Mr. Sephiroth was compatible with the Sovereign thing. However, he's mentally unstable, but they're like, we might have to terminate them. Oh, but we think we've got a plan, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Given this guy great power, and he's a bit of a mental case, but it'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yet the fanbase likes him solely because he likes candy, cars, and baths. 90% of the time I see people call him interesting, it's because he
likes candy. Wow, how unique. Nobody else ever likes candy or baths. Yeah, that's really bad in most anime. Right, well that was a lot of text dump.
Even funnier is the previous male leg was raised in a hot spring village who also liked baths.
Okay, it's your task to play a game.
How long's the game? I was thinking maybe in half an hour. We could go out for food, or we could go out now if you want. I'm in the middle of a plot dumpy bit. Now I was trying to find out, can I still fast travel? Yes. Because there gets to be a point when you can't fast travel anymore, and I want to make a save before that in case whatever happens next is a bit much.
Yeah.
So just nothing. Oh, hang on. Missed the treasure chest. Very silly. Life bottles, they're always useful. Are you coming out to McDonald's with us today?
I don't think I'm gonna be asked.
That's fair. Are you expecting a delivery though?
Naori,
Don't
I
talk.
don't know whether they've got milkshakes on today, we'll find out.
I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll
If
be
they
home.
don't have milkshakes, do you want like a cooler or a
My
Fanta or
place is
something?
here with my people.
Or do you want to just get
I
the wrap
still
and
have
not
a
bother
duty
with the
to
chips and
fulfill.
drink?
If they don't have milkshakes, then
I'm sorry for what you've endured.
Okay.
Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But...
The only chance.
If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it.
So that'll be why he did a forget. And how
I
his
don't know if I can fulfill my
pain
promise
was
to you,
not
Elfin.
responding.
But if doing this will
'Cause the
grant you
mask's
even
got
the
a sedative
slightest
in.
chance, I have to try.
Stops you being stressed and stops you feeling pain.
I hope it's enough.
I would have kept it on.
Yeah.
Can I have one? Where can I buy like a headband?
Please, live for me, Elfin.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart.
Still allowed to fast travel.
She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Fans also flip out if you question the morally ambiguous part of Candy Boy's character. One guy actually sent a 17-message long T.
17-message long tantrum to my friend in whispers. Even tried to threaten to have his Twitch channel banned because he didn't like the later games. What the fuck? Yeah, fan bases are retarded. Still allowed to fast travel? Yep.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Oh, that's the ceremonial table.
Wow. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Oh, when I got up, it was only 19.5 degrees.
No, it's different this time.
Positively cold.
It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Elfin's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside
Oh, it looks
of me.
like the ceremony is just the great reset of
But
the
it was too
universe,
late.
maybe. Just wipe people out and
Lenegis
start
had
again.
already
I'm not
been
sure
brought
why,
to its
though.
knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure.
One guy basically threw a tantrum at me, because I liked Rian more than Lloyd, the protagonist of the games before Rian's, and Van,
Since that
Candy
power
Boy.
was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be.
I asked him what made Lloyd interesting. He said, "Oh, he's determined, independent, and has a strong sense of justice." I asked him, "You mean Eve?"
Was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden. To buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted. And for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Vanished.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Cool. Costume change.
What?
I was hoping I'd get that one with the blue feathers, because it's pretty.
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore
Oh,
during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, master cores and spirit vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a maiden in Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
Just cash.
Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. Just a lot all at once at the minute.
I'm so sorry, Shion.
RPGs do love
It's
to
my fault that you're
right
cursed.
at the end.
You're wrong. What
There
happened
was
to you
theories
was because
online
of the
that it was
ceremony and
it
Naori's
was made
attempt to
during
stop oblivion.
COVID,
You
and
paid a heavy price
basically
for it. and
made
then
the game
fell asleep
properly,
for
and then at this
300
point it's like,
years.
oh,
The reason you lost your
we
memories.
can keep talking, but
Is
we
the
haven't got any
reason
more
for your
gameplay left.
curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them.
Or they'd already done the talky
But
bits
once they're
first,
gone,
maybe.
we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people
If it's
do
passed down
together.
through the bloodline, though,
I always
that
wished I
means
could experience them for myself.
because they're frightened that people are
and
going to
finally
die
know
from
what they
getting
were
them
like.
zapped.
Is it
But
really
if
okay
there's a
for me to
bloodline, that
believe it
means
can
that they
happen?
have made
I'm
babies.
so scared of getting my
So
hopes up.
someone managed to have
What if it
sex
doesn't
with
work
them
out in the end,
while
and-
they were getting
That's
zapped.
not going to happen.
And then they managed to give
I'm here
birth
to
to a
make sure it
baby
won't.
while the baby got zapped
Forget
the whole
fate,
time.
destiny, or anything else. We're going to live.
So therefore, if you can like zap a baby for
There are
however
a
long
lot
it
of
takes to
things you
give
still
birth
wanna
to
do,
it, then surely you
right?
wouldn't worry about
Yeah.
actually killing your friends when you give
You're
them a
right.
hug. So it'd be a bit
Such a
painful,
strange
but
feeling. I know
Yeah.
that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my
unless
sake.
they're going to be like, oh, the curse
So I can
happens when you
live.
turn
You're worth
this
fighting
age
for.
that isn't a baby.
I believe you,
But then,
Alphen.
I don't know.
Good.
Or maybe you only get the
I'll keep
curse
on
after you've had your
fighting.
first kid. I don't
For as
know.
long as it takes.
I think
Until
they
our
haven't thought
future
it through.
is finally in our hands.
I've got a picture of a fork. Latest maiden. Ah. That's very expensive, though. New weehoopin. New armor. New armor. Oh, it automatically equips that to him. Fast travel's still available. I might check on Simon, because I'm thinking I'm actually hungry. Simon, gorgeous, are you in the middle of a thing that'll take a while? Right, I'm ready. I'm hungry.